So we are still here, locked in the basement, as you can see. And so I'm just going to keep talking until somebody lets us out. Now I need to say, I have no desire to know anything about anything technical that you do on a computer. And I think AI is the tool of the devil. Just thought I'd get that clear. Because you're all about the AI, aren't you? This is Anesti?
Anesti, yeah.
Where does that name come from?
It's a Greek name. Yeah. But I'm from Canada, so.
You're from where?
Canada.
Everybody.
Also Canada. The weird part is my name is also Greek, but I'm Canadian.
Wow. Now maybe, okay.
Yeah.
Just scrap everything I've said. Maybe you can explain something to me. Why are all Canadians so fucking nice?
We're fake nice though. So this is a weird part. So there's a very interesting thing is if you go to Canada, everyone asks you, how are you doing? Well, we don't care. So there's a funny example where a bunch of people come from China, they immigrated to Canada, and then I go, how are you doing? They're like, oh, I'm having a really hard day, it's been long. And I'm like, no, I don't care. So we're weirdly superficially nice, that on the surface we're very nice. But when push comes to shove, we don't, I think we're fake nice. That would be my own description.
Yeah, I think we built patterns, right? We're just like, how are you? Good, how are you? Good, okay.
But it's not genuine.
Ryan Reynolds.
We talk, but that's not nice. Where is he nice? Did you meet him?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I didn't, but I've seen most of his films.
Yeah.
So, right, yes. I just wanted to...
But the quick note, the best version of Canada is a man named Glenn Wolfe, because he's kind and handsome, and he is genuine. And so we some of that times comes through, but I think out of almost need, we're very fake nice. But on the surface, we'll be very kind, won't be rude, but behind your back, like, they're fucking idiots. Like, the Americans think we're super nice, but as soon as they walk in the room, we're like, what happened to their education system?
I think Americans are very direct, which takes us back a bit, because we all want to be pleasant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you've just completely ruined my day now.
No.
I don't think I like it. I want to know about your shows. Yes, I do. So you are doing, we always try and have a theme. The theme here is kind of technology, because you're at what I would call the crazed end of it. And the one which will eventually lead the human race and probably the whole planet Earth to doom.
I agree.
You have actual proper skills that can help them do it. Let me explain further. Your show is heavily involved with AI, which I think I mentioned I consider to be terrifying and the tool of the devil. You have said that you want to build 100 bikes from scrap.
We're at 60.
And give them away to people performing in Edinburgh. Now, could AI do that?
You can ask it, but it probably won't physically make a bike.
Well, you see? But
it'll tell you how to make a bike.
Will
it will. It will go into great detail about it. Whether you can do it or not, that's up to the person. Some people don't need AI, you can just build a bike from scratch. How do you find it's easy to build a bike from scratch?
It depends on the bike. Some bikes are a little easier, some bikes are a little harder. And then the AI is very weird. Do you think it's going to ruin art?
I think it already is. I mean, next Fringe, I fully expect to see a fully AI version of you doing the show.
Like a fully written show.
You know.
Do you want to hear something exciting though? Because I've struggled with this with my artistic friends, is what AI will do to the arts world. And I think it's getting interesting. I'm sick of pandering to social media and being like, please like me so you can come to my shows. I've actually worked hard on it. But excitingly enough, because AI is making people not trust anything they're seeing online, people are now detaching, even though there's more stuff being created. But when I interact with something, I want to know you made it or you made it.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, did you just type in some words and then a robot made it? I don't care. So I'm kind of excited that AI might actually crush the very thing that I hate, which is the new form of sort of pandering or pouring yourself out into social media, because no one will trust it anymore.
Now
and so that's kind of exciting.
That is exciting. What do you think?
No, I've had friends being like, I don't know if this video is real or if it's AI.
Yeah.
And they're like, I don't know what to trust anymore. But the thing I'm trying to touch on with my show is like, I tell AI my whole life, my story, my immigrant family story, my sexuality, dating, etc. And then it reduces me down to just stereotypes.
Yep.
It's kind of showing like...
It's pretty much my standard.
Absolutely, word for word. But yeah, it's basically like we're fully complex, nuanced human beings, and then throughout the show, through stand-up music comedy, I'm like telling you about myself, and then at the end of it, it computes a very real song that I perform that it's just like, forget everything nuanced about you. You're just a Greek millennial cheese-eating boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean that's everything, not everything, but that's a lot of what is wrong with it. There's no nuance, and there's no... A lot of what is wonderful about humanity is its flaws, and its mistakes, and its kind of squirrely bits. AI doesn't have squirrely bits.
No, and that's why it can't make good comedy. Because it doesn't have lived experience, so it can't pull from a point of view, it can't make any decisions.
Yeah, it couldn't make Glenn Wool, is, I think, what we're trying to say here.
We're hoping, but because it was funny, they were all like, oh our art is safe, like no one's gonna get comedy, but it's already eaten its way in there. Like it's got the basic bones, the skeletal structures in there. And the more and this is the weird part that's kind of creepy, we're all feeding it. So it's learning from every post that I do, it goes like, here's a joke. So it's getting better, and it's going to be able to imitate it in a version I think that will be kind of indistinguishable.
You're talking about it like it's a sentient...
Feels like it's right on the edge. It's a very interesting, it's kind of the weirdest time, because it's the most exciting and most terrifying time ever, kind of, when you're like, oh, we could have made a new digital god, or we could have made our new shackles for the rest of our lives. But I do think that, because it already did it, there's a very good book called Homo Deus by Naval Harari, and he looks at humans and where we're going. It was written like 8 years ago, and it already looked at AI and stuff, and the big thing was music was what happened, where people were like, oh, it can never do the sound and the touch and the emotion. And so they got AI created music and human created music, and almost every time people go, oh, the AI one, that's the one, that's the one, and I can feel the soul of it. And they're like, no. So the weird and creepy part, comedy is one of the last bastions, because as you said, there's very subtlety, and there's weird breaks and cracks, and interesting, and your own biases and strangeness that make it unique. I think it's not too far from imitating it.
One of the things that I saw on some of your online stuff, do go online sometimes, is you travel all over the world.
Yeah.
And you're very funny about a lot of the different cultures that you encounter.
Yeah.
And that kind of cultural difficulty is not an AI thing, because AI is sort of up there and it's universal.
Yeah.
If you know, I mean, I know nothing about what I'm talking about here. But maybe it can never get those little, ooh, Chinese people do this and French people do that.
I think it will, because it'll learn through us. But the funniest one, there was a horror one that happened a few years ago that I forget which company made it, like a tweet bot that was like a 15-year-old girl.
Microsoft.
Yeah, and then she became a racist anti-Semite within like 2 weeks of learning from us. So this is, whatever we are, it takes the amalgam of it. And so, like, realistically, French people are arrogant on average, so you'll find that everyone converses like that similarly, or like the Germans have a dry wit and the Dutch people are intolerable. Like this is stuff that the AI will amalgamate, and eventually be like, enough people think this that.
So AI will just be.
It will be better, but it'll be our worst traits, our worst stereotypes. So everyone keeps going this, so yeah.
Marvelous, right? So, AI man, if we can. Yes, it's really here. Where, when, how, why should we come see it?
When we're, 250 Underbelly, Buttercup Menu. Why you should come see it? You should come see it because it kind of shows you that I fully believe that humans can't be replaced. You know, I think there are things that AI will never be able to replicate, and this kind of shows you what comedy looks like from a human, what it looks like from an AI, and what it looks like when it's viewed together, and then the audience gets to decide.
Cool. Now, Jesus look alike.
He wasn't white, he was a brown guy, by the way, guys.
But that's true.
So he's saying the AI's gonna have white Jesus when he clearly wasn't there.
Canadian hating bike building guy. Why, where, when, why should we come and see it? Apart from the fact that you might give any audience member a bike.
Theoretically, I've already done 60 bikes for artists, so I'm tired of building bikes. But you can catch me every day at 2:45 at one of the best free Fringe venues, Counting House and the Lounge. My show is called Psychopath Stand Up and Songs. I've been working for a decade, hard comedy, so the jokes are quite good, and they're amalgam of all the best ones, and there's a bit of a storyline in there, and then I also do improvise silly songs on the keyboard for a few audience members to sort of make light of stuff. Then I work really hard on the show, so I think it's pretty good, and so, yeah, if you're free in the afternoon, I think it's time well spent, and if not, you don't have to give any money, that's the great part, but if it's good, throw me some, alright? Because I have to work hard. But yeah, enjoy the festival, enjoy the Fringe, get out there biking, and a huge thanks to Cossack here. Bit of a ledge. I did my own research on you, and I did a deep dive on some of your stuff, and I really appreciate that you have a very good wit, but you're also cutting but honest and genuine, and really picking at stuff that I've struggled with in the modern art world, and you've got a bit more view on it. So it was really nice to see somebody a little bit further down the trail having very similar frustrations. So big appreciation.
Further down the trail. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said about me. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Thanks for having me.